Hello traders, welcome to another video. So this is the trade recap and forecast for Wednesday, and we're starting with the euro and the US dollar, doing 6 pairs which I trade live as usual. Okay, so let's get started. Last recap was, I believe, last Wednesday, and from that day we did not have much price action, much interesting price action on the euro and the US dollar. Basically it was very range bound, very corrective, and I did not see any potential trades. I did not have any orders on, or wasn't really looking for anything except maybe this, but that was already covered. So in the most recent price action looks to me to be a bit range bound as well. So we did get this sort of a V reversal right now, after which I do expect a bit of a range and a push to the upside, so I would look to buy. But to be honest, I'm just looking for some strong momentum. This is not looking like it has much potential. We are now going into the latter part of the week. Usually we get some nice setups Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. So let's see if we get a large impulse up, then look to buy, or if we get a large impulse to the downside, and then I would be looking to sell, so something like this. So that's it for EU, no sense in covering it much more. Again, very range bound, definitely not on my watch list. Then we have the euro and the Japanese yen. So this one right now, what I'm seeing is, well, I did have a trade, so let's first cover that one. So one more. Okay, last Wednesday it was around here, then we kind of ranged around and we created sort of a V and the range, after which I expect the price to push to the upside. So we got the V, we got the range, push up, and then we continue to the upside. So here we saw no opportunity. I would have possibly taken a flag maybe, but I would have preferred to have gotten in on a nice break and a retest at this point, but there was no opportunity in the end. Price just continued up immediately. And then on the top, I actually saw a nice opportunity to get in on a buy setup. I was seeing first this established trend, so push up, small pullback, no shift, we continue, small pullback, we continue, clean close on the top, not a lot of wick on the prior impulse, so definitely no warning signs. The only warning sign was that this candle broke both the low and the high according to the strategy that I trade. But I was willing to risk the 1% because I know these setups, especially after coming from an established trend, which this is, we have one impulse, small pullback, second impulse. So definitely a strong established trend. I was happy to take the risk on this one, and it did end up being a 1% loss. So it happens, even the best of the setups will fail. Would I take this again? I believe I would. Even with this last candle breaking both the low and the high, I would still take this trade. Okay, then in the most recent price action, I'm seeing again a bit of a V reversal right here and a bit of a range. So I do expect the price to go up, but I'm not seeing much confidence, not seeing much confirmation in these last legs. I'm seeing price struggling to go up. Smaller candles breaking, retracing, breaking, retracing, printing wicks to the upside. So not really a good sign. I would like to see more momentum and then potentially get in on a flag or a break in the retest, so something like this. But right now I'm being a bit more patient. So yeah, the summary for this pair is I do expect the price to go up. We have the V, we have the range, but I'm waiting for more, stronger, bigger, larger momentum. Again, we can also reverse like this. So let's see what happens. Is this pair on my watch list? Well, to be honest, it is on my watch list, but it's not looking great currently. So I think we can move on. I did close this nice big winner on the Aussie US dollar. I talked about it in the last trade recap and forecast. Ended up being a 6.2% winner, so a really nice setup. So let's just quickly recap. Established trend, small pullback, mostly red candles. First pullback candle does not show a shift, then the order is on. Got tagged in. Again, it was a bit messy, so if you want to know more about this trade, definitely watch my last video, but I'm not gonna get into it right now. So the pure setup was like this, but I did enter on my funded a bit lower, On my personal account, I entered a bit later, so I had some issues with this setup, but I did manage to catch it in the end. Again, 6.2 winner, really nice setup. And then we kind of continued to the downside. Then we started descending right here, got a descending channel, as we can see. Then ascending, another descending channel, got some momentum right here, but it did not manage to continue. Instead, we broke and retraced on the bottom, indicating the end of the move, and we reversed back to the upside. So was I looking for a trade right here? To be honest, I was not. Prior price action was not looking good. I did not really see much potential in the prior price action. This momentum was okay, but then we got sort of a momentum shift in these 4 red candles, definitely some sellers stepping in. So I wanted this candle to continue with another blue one. So just one candle push out of this price action, I was not convinced. So I wanted to see one more push to the upside, then I would be looking to buy. And price immediately retraced, and then broke the high and retraced again. So I was not looking for any trade here. I did not have any orders on, and yeah, just not good price action. Also, if you just look at it on a larger scale, it is kind of range bound. It's indecisive, not really giving us a big direction, not giving us much momentum as well. Kind of printing a V reversal right here as well, which indicates a range. So I'm expecting a larger range right now, something like this. Am I interested in a reversal? So right here, was I interested in a break and retest reversal? Right here, I was not. Again, not enough momentum. I usually want to take reversals from really clean ascending channels or descending channels, and this one was not clean. It was just messy price action, so I did stay out of this setup as well. This would have been the entry, so yeah, I would not yet be tagged even if I had my order on, because my entry would be on this bottom of the inside bar. But again, just overall price action is really bad. This pair is not on my watch list. What I'm looking for large momentum to the upside, or I'm looking for some large strong momentum to the downside like this. And yeah, so for now only EJ has a bit of potential, but not much, to be honest. AJ not looking that good as well, looking very range bound, very corrective. Where was last Wednesday? Right here, nothing really interested me anywhere in this price action. We were just stuck in a really flat range. You can identify the bottom of the range, identify the top of the range. So what I want to see a nice breakout. We also got a bit of a V reversal here. I thought this was maybe gonna continue up. It did not. Again, it may still do, but I wanted to see it continue after this candle. To be honest, now I'm expecting to see more of this flat range. I'm expecting something like this. So definitely not on my watch list. I'm looking for a large impulse up, or I'm looking for a large impulse to the downside like this. Yeah, just no potential for me personally. Very flat, very range bound. Then pound, let's see. Wednesday was here again. Nothing was for me. No orders on, no trades on the pound. We did get this sort of a V, and the range, it did push up a bit, but again, no strong momentum, no consecutive blue candles. Wicks all over the place. Wick, triple wicks, large wick, triple wicks here, or 2 huge wicks. So yeah, very bad corrective range bound price action. Very flat. You can identify the bottom of the range, the top of the range. What I want to see price clearly break out to the upside or break out to the downside from this range. Right now I'm not seeing any sort of potential. I'm being more patient with the pound as well. NJ, so New Zealand Japanese yen, looks very similar to the Aussie Japanese yen. They do usually move in tandem, so they move in a similar fashion when the markets are range bound. Both of them are range bound, or when one is range bound, the other one is as well. When one is trending, the other one is probably trending as well. So you may get some correlation between the two. but on a long-term scale, so on a large enough sample size, it's definitely worth it trading them both. Okay, so last Wednesday was here. Then after it, we got some clear range-bound price action. Was I looking for a sell setup after this bit of momentum? I was not. Again, we had very corrective, very range-bound price action here. Small breakout shift, definite momentum shift to the upside, so buyers stepping in. We continue with selling, but again, with this prior pullback, I was not convinced to look for any shorts. And well, it's good that I was not looking for any shorts because we just clearly ranged around. Clear, very, I would say it looks like a clean range. I can identify the top, I can identify the triple bottom as well. But again, I'm a trend trader, not a range trader, so I cannot do anything while the price is range bound. I'm waiting for a breakout to the upside or a breakout to the downside. But you can just see how the levels are getting rejected each time. So this level as well, once, twice, 3 times, maybe even 4 times now. So very range bound, possibly accumulating positions, possibly the bigger players are cooking something up, maybe accumulating buys or sells. And then once they are ready to push, once they're ready to move, I will be, of course, prepared to take a buy or a sell depending on which direction they pick, either to the upside or to the downside. Again, be very cautious. Usually the first breakout is a fake out. We kind of ascend and then reverse in the opposite direction. Or same thing can happen to the downside. So first breakout is usually a fake out, then we descend and we reverse in the opposite direction. What I try to do with the strategy that I trade, I try to get in on buys or sells if it's in the opposite way, right here where the real direction has, when the real direction has been picked. So yeah, keep that in mind. First breakout out of a large range is usually a fake out and usually does not continue. So that's it. Only thing on my watch list today is the Euro-Japanese Yen, and it's not doing good. It's not looking good either. I would wait for it to break this level, possibly, because I'm just seeing a bit of a range. I want to see more momentum, so the best possible scenario is that we get a nice large impulse to the upside. So that's about it for the trade recap and the forecast. Again, very nice winner on the Aussie US dollar, 6.2%. One loss on the Euro-Japanese Yen, minus 1% right here. That's net plus 5.2%, I believe. So that's very, very nice, very good start of the month. Again, it's now the 9th of August. So August is usually a good month. I don't have any expectations, you never know. But usually August brings some nice percentage. So let's keep alert, let's keep watching the charts, sticking to the plan as well. But when the markets are trending and if it fits your plan, definitely don't miss out on the setups. So that's it for this video and I'll see you guys in the next one.